Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to my channel. My name is Eagle, and I am passionate about RTS wargaming. The game that you see in front of you is called Warpath, and I know that this game has been out for a while right now. And I did actually play this game once it came out. However, I was too invested with another game called Kiss of War, which you actually might recognize me from, as I created a lot of content about that game in the past period. However, right now I wanted to switch to a new game, so I said, let me give Warpath another shot. And man, oh man, was I shocked after about a year and a half from this game. This game, guys, has transformed from a normal RTS war game into an extremely detailed masterpiece of a war game. Now, this game over here, guys, I'm not even kidding, I'm very picky when it comes to these kind of strategy games on mobile. However, this game captures a lot of details that are completely missing from other games as such in the market. So in this video, we're gonna dedicate to actually tell you what are the features that are visible in this game that you cannot see or aren't existent in any other games in the market. And that's why this game is going to be extremely special, and we're going to be doing a lot of content about it in the next period. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about in this game is the graphics. The developers have done an amazing job at creating these amazing high quality graphics that are extremely detailed, and they look so good on the phone, especially when you have it at high FPS. That's definitely gonna look crisp and amazing on the phone. You have a fully customizable base over here where you can actually swap buildings, change their like actual positioning within the base itself, and you can also view your alliance's base or friend's base. It's just fully customizable, and it looks really good on the phone. Now, the main thing that I want to talk about over here is also the graphics of the war itself. So if we go over here, take a look at this war, at this like specific NPC over here, and we go ahead and attack it. I'm just gonna show you guys the animation that's going to happen over here across the fight. This is such great animation at high quality. If you see the explosives over here, the amount of shots that is going right now, you would know that this game actually looks really good, specifically when you look at other games or RTS games and war games in mobile. Usually these details are looked over from the developers, but this game actually features all these details in a very beautiful sense. And that's definitely a plus for them over here. The second thing that I find amazing about this game is the campaign mode. Now, I'm very picky when it comes to PvE aspects within the game because, you know, many of these RTS war games do not really care about the campaign mode or the story involved behind it. I played many games on mobile and probably liked one or two of their campaign modes and their story behind it because, you know, creating and writing a really well-written story and a good progression for the PvE section, making it both challenging and entertaining at the same time, can be a little bit challenging. But I can tell you that these guys aced it, because the campaign mode over here is not only extremely detailed and high depth, but the story itself is actually very accurate and amazing. You can actually get, you can see the character development, and you can see also like the villains actually having much more characteristics than rather than one villain and you're fighting and that is like your ultimate goal. You have actually multiple villains over here throughout the story. And whenever you progress with it, you will gain a lot of extra rewards, like hourly rewards, let's say. And there's also like 2 stores over here in the campaign mode where you can get tons of goodies as well. And I think that they are extremely generous when it comes to these goodies over here. Like I'm getting tons of stuff from these stores over here. And let me tell you that the campaign mode in terms of graphics also looks amazing. There's also multiple chapters to the campaign mode, which adds even more depth to the game. So you'll be fighting in different environments and not just only like, for example, a snowy environment or a desert environment. This ranges from different battlefields, and this will give you a good feeling about these battles. The campaign mode itself, like the battles themselves, have different modes within the battle, so you would not get like bored just from fighting enemies just head on. There's also multiple missions that you are doing with within these battles, which you can, for example, capture a point or even strategically go behind the enemy lines or even defend a structure or a city from being attacked from multiple directions, which is very definitely a plus for this game. And I am really enjoying the campaign mode so far. I've only reached chapter 2 in this account, but I definitely know that there are multiple other chapters in this like mod itself, and I'm looking forward to trying them all for sure. The third thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is the units system. Basically, you have 3 camps: Camp Liberty, Vanguard Division, and Martyr's Watch. Now, each one of these camps has a set of unique units, but some unique unit types can be found in 3 camps. So for example, the infantry, medium tanks, and heavy tanks can definitely be found in each of these camps as a unit type. However, the units inside each one of these is completely unique and has different stats than the rest of the camps. And the cool thing about this is the historical representation, because each one of these tags is actually very accurate when it comes to historically and extreme, and that adds another layer of realistic gameplay and visualization within this game. It's extremely wonderful, and especially when you view it in the exhibit, you can see the tank actually being formed, and this actually where the graphics come in. This is just wonderful. I've never seen this amount of details in a game. You can actually view the tank as well. You can go around and see all the details of this tank, and this is extremely accurate, especially when you do see this tank on a real basis, and this is definitely one of the things that I really like about this game. Another thing that is the progression of these tanks. So when you go up in ranks, you will definitely be also going up the historical path of these tanks. So for example, here we have the Tiger 1, and then it gets upgraded to the Tiger 2, and then finally the Tiger 2 B, and then H, and then B. But this is a really cool addition to the game, and I definitely do like this point, especially to the point where you have also airplanes within the game, which was one of the latest major updates within this game. They've added fighter planes and bombers to this game, which even gives it more depth and more difference in play styles, where you can get any one of these types of units and then definitely go to the fight with it, and it will be a complete game changer if you have, for example, an anti-type to the enemy that is using right now. So this is definitely one of the points that I really like about this game, and it's definitely worth giving a shot. Another important point that I wanted to mention as well is the depth of the progression path for the units within this game. Now, usually when it comes to RTS games, the production path of or the progression path of units goes from tiers. For example, you have from tier 1 to tier 5, and then sometimes you have to tier 9 all the way to tier 9. And then you have, for example, the research, the military research, where you can upgrade the stats of the units, make them stronger and whatnot. But in this game, they definitely went the extra mile, and they gave you another modification path that is customized for each unit in each camp. These paths over here further upgrade the status of each unit that you have, and you can also customize those status. These status are amazing. Sometimes, for example, this one gives you more durability, and another one gives you more firepower, etc, etc. This is also amazing because it's not only just adds a depth, another layer of depth to the game, but it also gives players something to look forward to, an upgrade, and a higher goal to reach within each unit type itself. So this means that you can also differentiate each tiers from each other. So for example, if I have a tier 5 unit and another person has a tier 5 unit, there's a good chance if I have my modifications and parts over here, which is also a third layer of upgrading, if I have those at a very high level, there's a good chance my unit will completely obliterate the other unit that is from the same tier. So this is also extremely wonderful because it's not only just a layer of progression, but it's also something to actually look forward to and upgrade on a daily basis, which is always good, right? When you have more content within the game, it's always better and more entertaining for players to keep upgrading and grinding those levels over here. So that's also something that I really admire about this game. Now, the last point that I wanted to mention in this video is the map. If we zoom out a little bit over here, we can see a full screen map where you can see all the different points where your alliance has captured and all the different stuff that this map has to offer. However, this is not the actual map, because the actual map is this one. The first time that I saw this map over here, I thought that, wow, how on earth are we gonna do this? Like, this is a massive map, right? This is like an absolute banger of a map over here. Look how big this is. And this is not, by the way, the map for the whole game. This is only for one server. So for example, if you're in server 1, this map is going to be for server 1, and then you have another one for server 2. This is the world map, and you have multiple level of cities. So you have level 1 cities all the way to level 4. And these cities are similar to the progression in the game. So that means that each level will open up the more that you and your alliance progress within the game, and the more mature that the server is. So for each city, you will have different alliance wars, and you will be able to have a chance with you, like you and your alliance, to take a piece of pie out of this massive map over here. Each one of these cities give you a lot of bonuses, and the higher you go in levels, the more resources and more challenges that you will definitely face. And this is definitely a thing that is needed in the RTS games, or like this market, because it definitely matches the level of progression of players when you are opening multiple stages of the game, so that it keeps it entertaining throughout the whole like play period, I would say. So this is definitely another layer that I wasn't expecting, but I'm so happy that this layer is over here, because it definitely exceeded my expectations when it comes to like actual progression or player progression within the game. Of course, there's definitely going to be like server wars later on. I'm not sure about that exactly, like the details about that, because I'm still kind of, you know, getting the gist out of the basics out of this game. But we're going to be definitely creating a lot of videos about this game in the next period. And these videos at the start, they're going to be focusing on beginner guides, like walking the beginners through the like first stages in the game, the do's and don'ts and whatnot. And then afterwards, we're going to be doing some more advanced videos talking about some advanced topics about the game, like what's the difference between each unit type and what unit types you definitely should be using, and the modification path and the upgrades and the research and whatnot. So we're going to be mentioning all these topics. So if you're a veteran player and looking forward to also know more information about these topics, we're going to be definitely mentioning them over here. Currently, we are working, like I'm working with the content creation team. We're still in the beginning of the process, so kind of getting to know the team and like which is which and what are the responsibilities and whatnot. But I know that for a fact that these videos are going to be coming, and a lot of them are going to be coming soon. So if you want to see more of these videos where we're going to be giving you a straightforward guides with in-depth information about the game, then definitely consider hitting that subscribe button over there and give us a like in the video if you like the content so far. And if you're a player that is on the channel currently that is playing Case of War, give this game a shot. The download link is in the description below, and if you're just a new viewer to the game, also you can definitely download the game from the description below. And tell me in the comments below, how did you feel that the flow of this video was, and if you have any requests for videos that you would like to know about this game, I will definitely read every single comment and get back to you guys on that. So we'll definitely see you in future videos. Eagle out.